Hi, and welcome to Big Rig Recruiting. Today we're going to go over something a little bit more advanced. We're going to be working with our Recruit Pro. That can be found in our Useful Tools tab. To get to your Useful Tools tab, if you haven't done that, you would start at Home. Click on the Start Here folder, and then click on the Useful Tools sheet. This will bring up this sheet, Useful Tools. And here's Recruit Pro. You have 25 active job slots that you can use at any one time, which means that if you need to take some jobs down to make room for others, you can do that. If some of your jobs aren't acting as well or producing as well, you can definitely take them down, suspend them, archive them, and then put others in its place. Your username is going to be your email address, and your initial password is always going to be BigRig1 ! With the capital B and capital R as you see here. You will be prompted to change your password once you log in. When you initially log in, you will receive an invite through your email at your address, and you'll have to follow the link that's provided. Afterwards, you could use this link, and this will bring you to this website here. So, I'm going to go ahead and close this here so we can take you from the top. I want to show you the jobs. So we're going to go to our job questions. And anytime that one of your applicants, one of your drivers, they fill out an application, it's going to have different questions that you can ask. You don't have to, but you can ask questions of your driver to make sure that they qualify for that particular job. So we're just going to take a look at one here. We're not going to get into the details about it, but we're going to just take a quick look at it. And we'll see that this is bar none. We don't need any other information here because we don't need any supplemental information for it. And this time now we're going to look at the questions themselves. And as you can see, these are questions that in order to qualify to work at bar none, you have to meet all of these requirements. And at least as far as the hazmat, even if you don't have it, that's perfectly fine, but they do want to know if you have it. And they do have drivers that work just fine without it. They do make more money if they have their hazmat. And then we come over to job templates. And it's just like it sounds. I like to build out my template to make it as close to the job that I can, especially if I'm going to be running multiple instances of the job. And we'll show you here in a moment just how that works. So I'm going to click on this one here for Amazon Dedicated because I'm actually going to post a job as we're doing this. So while I'm doing this video, we're really posting a real live job. And it's going to be pushed out to a bunch of different job sites. So on the template, okay, we're not going to change the template, but we're going to look at it. We're going to see here that this is just a template. All right, there's a decent title that we're using. This is the body of your ad. So you want to make the body of the ad that's going to match at least one of the posts that you're going to use. In this case, as you can see, all right, this area up here, this and this, needs to match this and this because you're posting to different places with these. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on copy from career site title. That's going to take this and copy it down. Then underneath we're going to click on copy from career site description. That's going to take your information from here and copy it down there. Okay, with truck driving, there are no minimum education requirements to drive the truck. You do need at least 3 months of actual experience. We click always on operatives. That's where we're posting as operatives. The exempt status is always NA. This time I chose to use the JB Hunt questions because this is a job through JB Hunt. And I originally posted this in Columbus, Ohio, in the zip code 43004. And I have all of these areas over here. You may have one that has your name on it. And then, of course, that'll be put over here into the assigned department. And I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because I don't want to make any changes to it. That's just for demonstration purposes at this point. Now we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes. I'm going to go to my job listings tab. I'm going to click on new job listing. And as you probably guessed, I'm going to use this regional Class A truck drivers needed Amazon dedicated template. I like to post where it is that I'm going to put this. So I'm going to put this in Joliet, Illinois. This up here tells you that the notes will be seen by our job posters, not by the applicants. So you can put anything that you want inside of there that is HTML hyperlinked or HTML coded. Not a problem, but once again, I don't make it fancy. I just want a note so I know where I posted it. My job type is always that has to be a current job opening, active, real job opening that is currently needing filled. If you click anything other than that, JB Hunt and a lot of these other sites will not let you post it. This particular job that I'm posting for is, it is a Wednesday through Sunday position. So I want my title to be somewhat different. Okay. And that is a regional position as well. All right, so and you know what, on second thought, I'm just going to leave that off because there are multiple positions, multiple times that are available in that time slot. And I'm posting this considerably further than 50 miles away from anything that's even close to it. So I decided to just go ahead and do that. Sorry for the curveball. Now, we're currently looking for qualified individuals. It's a regional truck driver position within our dedicated Amazon fleet. So $10,000 sign-on bonus, and they get home weekly. All of that is good. All of that is true. Now, just to make sure we don't need to change anything, we need to come back to our Smart Sheet. Now I want to click on our JB Hunt tab. I can just click on it because it's here, but if you don't know where it is, click on Home, New Recruiters Start here, Start Recruiting here, and click on JB Hunt, and that'll take you to our JB Hunt tab. Now what I want to do is I want to click here to search jobs. So I'm going to go to JB Hunt's job board, and this is something that's made available just for recruiters like us. We are third-party recruiters, and it states so here that the use of this website is intended only for recruiting companies contracted to recruit drivers for JB Hunt Transportation. So we cannot copy and paste everything like that and just dump it into an ad. We have to actually be creative and create our own ads based off the information that they have here. So I happen to know that I'm looking for a zip code. It's 60403 for Joliet, Illinois, and I know that this particular job is a regional position and it is dedicated. So I'm going to click on Search Jobs. I come over here and I kind of put my focus over here. You can see on the right-hand side of the screen that that was showing that we had some movement going on. Okay. Now, I believe this is the one that should be the one that we're looking for because they just bumped this up to tier position 4. Tier position 4 pays us $1,125. So we're going to click on that. And sure enough, this is the job we're looking for. I'm trying to find job number 6823. It's Amazon Joliet Regional Sunday through Wednesday, and it's a direct-to-work or DTW account. So what that means for us is that we can get them into orientation and get paid faster because it is a direct-to-work. They do their blood test and their urine test. I'm sorry, not blood test. They do their drug tests whenever they're at home, and they do their paperwork at home, and when they get to orientation, all they have to do is their driving test, do a couple of classes. The next day they get hired, and right away they're going into training for their job. So it's a very accelerated thing for them. Alrighty, we see that this one here is different. It pays 54 cents per mile, and that the drivers there can make between $73,750 to $80,000. Okay, and so we have that information here. Their average weekly gross is $1,400. They get a $10,000 sign-on bonus. 500 of it gets released to them under first dispatch. 500 they receive that bonus on their 1-month anniversary, $1,000 on their 2-month anniversary, $1,000 on their 3-month anniversary, and this continues monthly until the bonus is paid in full. So that's a very good thing for them. They get $15 per stop, and they average 21 stops per week. So make a note of that. And they even have a pay guarantee. So this is a very good thing. This is something we may want to make note of. Okay, and this of course gives us other details, but we're going to check and see if there's anything that we need to change according to the ad. So I'm going to come back up here to where my ad is. Okay, there's still a $10,000 sign-on, but this one here, they pay $73,750 to $80,000 per year. They get home weekly. It is 0.54 cents a mile, and they get $15 per stop. But on this account here, they average 21 a week. They can take the truck home, etc., etc. But look at this. Drivers in this account will move freight from, that doesn't sound like that's going to work. So let's come back over to our JB Hunt. And it says right here, with this regional dedicated job, the drivers will work within these states. So I will go ahead and I'm going to press Control-C to copy that. And I am going to come right back into my ad. And I'm going to highlight this line here. And I am going to press Control-V. And I want to make it match everything else. So I'm going to change my format. Here we go. You're going to change the format of it. Everything else is Georgia. So we're going to copy and highlight this. We're going to change that to Georgia. And we're going to make it 12 point like everything else. Okay. And of course, we don't have to mention anything about New York City. But what was it that we saw on here that was really good that we might like? Okay. The pay guarantee. So pay guarantee timeline is at least until February 2019. $1,400 for 5 days work. Okay, so that's not bad at all. So we're going to take this right here, copy and paste this. We are going to come back to our ad. And once again, you don't have to add these things. These are things to me that I think would be something that the driver would be interested in. So I'm going to click on Georgia 12 point. And I'm actually going to just take that away and make it like this. Yes, it is a little bit longer, but we're talking about money, and most people will be more than happy to read that. All right, everything else appears to be good and the same. So I'm not going to worry about the start dates. As a matter of fact, some people, yes, there we go. We're going to go ahead and leave the start date. We're going to say that the pay range is between $73,000. I like to make it look like real money. $73,750 through 80,000. Pay type is other because they're getting paid by mile, etc., etc. Okay, and I like to mention here that they have the health, dental, vision, and a 401k. The employment is full-time. The department, once again, you would pick this one here that has your name next to it. I'm going to click on here. And then, of course, I would click, of course, on the same thing, Human Resources. And the notification email, of course, is going to come to myself. I like the JB Hunt questions for this, so I'm going to leave that. I still want to keep this as operatives. Once again, see, all of this is already done inside of a template, so we're not worried about that. But now I want to add in a job location. So I'm going to go to my job location. And remember that I know that my zip code is 60403. So I'm going to start typing in 60403. Okay. And I'm going to type out the name of the city. And as I start to do that, you can see underneath. All right. And now I have to type in that much. And underneath it here, it says Joliet, Illinois. So it fills the rest of that in. I know that it's Joliet, Illinois, 60403 in USA. Save location and see. You should see this here in just a second. I'll click somewhere else. All right. So I got a nice little check mark. So as I go through and I see certain things in here, I know that they're check marked and we're good. Now I'm going to save and proceed to job advertising. We're almost done. So if you would like to share this particular ad on Facebook, Twitter, or any of these things right here, you can. On this tab here, this is very important because this has to do with Indeed. All right, so this area allows you to adjust the job title and ad that we push out to job boards. Many times we find that clients will want you to put job seeker friendly job titles in here. Descriptions that are shorter, not your legally reviewed job description, and more geared towards telling a job seeker why they should want to apply for the job. Do not include the city or state or pay rates in your job title, or you would risk all of your jobs being pulled from Indeed. Do not include financial information in the job. All right. So, and it says, please do not include that information and put it in the job description instead. But right here, your pay rates and stuff, you do not want to put that in the title. Another thing is you do not want to post ads any closer than 30 miles apart, zip code to zip code. Especially if you want to change the title. At least you want to change the title of these. The closest one, I'm putting this one here in Joliet. The closest one I had posted, it's just like this, is in Columbus, Ohio, so I'm good. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and I'm going to confirm that this says Joliet, Illinois, and the zip code that I wanted, 60403. I'm going to click on Save Job Board Information. Up here it says your ad body updated. I'm going to go to my job board settings. Now, once again, the job board settings, it copies everything over. Once again, this is done as a template, so we have 3 months minimum experience. If I want this to go into a career builder, I would click over here on job category and job industry. On both of these, I would choose transportation, and it's all the way down here on the bottom. I'm going to post them there anyways, but usually that's not the right forum for this type of job, but I'm going to go ahead and post it there anyways. And then, of course, our employment type is full-time. requirements, we're not going to mention that because, of course, this is a driving job. Minimum experience, we're going to type in 3 months. And there is no maximum experience. And down at the bottom, we're going to click on Update Job Board Information. Job Board Push. Now, this is where a lot of people ask me, when I post here, where is my job going to land? Where is it going to wind up? So if you take a look at this top header, it says Job Boards Direct Charge. I do not have any of my accounts associated with this right here that we're working with. So your Career Builder, all of these other things, Indeed, Job Blast, Monster, what have you, ZipRecruiter, they all have fees associated with them. My account is only set up to post to the ones that are down here. Okay, so these are your automated boards, and what it'll do is it'll post these here into the free sections of all of these companies, all of these sites. Okay, so whatever you do, do not click on any of these because it's not going to get you anywhere. There's no account associated with that. So, but these automatically get pushed out. Every one of your jobs will get posted out to all of these sites. I'm going to go ahead and click on Close in the lower right-hand corner. And I am going to go back to my jobs by clicking up here. And you'll see right here that this is my regional Class A truck drivers needed, Amazon dedicated. And when I look over here at Edit, I'll see, oh, that one was Columbus. That's the one I told you about before, so we're going to close it. This one here, when I click on Edit, will say Joliet. Now, these don't get posted right away. Sometimes it takes 12 to 24 hours or something. Some of them even 48 hours before they reach their boards. Okay, so these here are free ads that get posted and stuff. Whenever you log in, you will be able to see the ads that you yourself posted. When an applicant does come in, you'll be able to click on the applicants. And so these are people here that have applied for work from home, owner-operators, and I just started releasing this to other recruiters so that they could start doing these type of, all right, look at this right here, Sam's Club, Walmart, Class A truck drivers. All right, so now I want to look at this person. I just recently started allowing recruiters to start using this, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure that I had this sign in and started this video. Okay, and that was a little weird. It doesn't usually do that. So I'm going to come back over here. And it wants me to log in again. All right, so we will. Alrighty, and I am going to take a look here at my applicants. And what was this? This one? Nope. Sam's Club. I'm going to view it. All right, that's what we expect to see. So now we can take a look at this person if they have a resume attached or something like this. That resume would be in here. Okay, they don't have a resume. All they did was they just gave a basic application, and all they're basically saying, oh, this one here has no Class A license, none, student or recent grad. All right, so right off the bat, we know that this particular person, although he may not qualify for this particular job, we can definitely look at getting him into a school. But once again, we have that information. Once we do that, and we're going to click again on applicants. Okay, and we can see which job it was that they're applying for here. Seeking, what do you call it? Seeking owner-operators. All right, let's try this one instead. You know, every time that I click a person, a new tab opens up here. It usually does not make me sign in again, but it's a little bit weird. And of course, now it finally decided to load. So we can see this person's name, their other information, phone number. They do prefer text, so we can send them text messages. We always want to make sure we have their permission. And right here is just a very little text resume. The person has very little information there. This if it was a full one, it could be reviewed from here. You could be downloaded, or you could preview it. And then, of course, we have a list of the timeline that had to do with this person here. And once again, this one here is something that somebody else had posted. We can send them messages through text. We usually don't use this because it comes through Recruit Pro instead of from us, and we've had people confused about where it came from. Okay, but this is how you guys tie everything in together. You have their name, you have their phone number, and usually you have a lot more information about them down here. We have our summary. Okay, and then here would be their resume. Okay, but apparently they don't have much of a summary or a resume, so that's it. They didn't put much in their application. All right, so with that, this is your basic introduction to Recruit Pro, how to post an ad, and how to look at your applicants, and from there you can reach out to them and contact them. And then, of course, you can always change your statuses over here so that you know what it was that you were doing with them at any given time. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time watching this. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, 330-964-0014, or you can send me an email, and my email address will always be on the site as well. All right. Thank you very much, and we'll look forward to talking with you later.